What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, and in this video, we're going to be checking out the Dragon Touch Max10 tablet. So let's get started. So this is the Dragon Touch Max10. Now, I'd like to thank Dragon Touch for being kind enough to send this out to me to cover here on the channel. Now, all opinions expressed in this video are completely my own, but I do appreciate the support. Now, I did already set up the tablet, but I did put it back in the box to show you everything that we do get. But here is the front of the box here. You can see Dragon Touch Max10. And if you want to see the most up-to-date pricing, then take a look at the link in the video description, as the price seems to always be changing. But let's open this up and take a look at all the various contents. So the first thing we have here in the box is the actual tablet itself. We'll put that off to the side and see what else we do get here. So we have a user manual, we have a USB wall adapter, and we have a USB-C cable for charging and data transfer. So we get all the essentials included in the box. Now the tablet does feature a 10-inch IPS LCD display at 1080p, and I do have the brightness up to 100% right now. And we're getting a PPI of 224. Now you can see the tablet does feature a very traditional form factor in the sense that we do have some thicker bezels on the sides, but that does come in handy as you're able to hold the tablet without having your fingers get in the way. Now you can use the tablet either in portrait mode like this, or you can flip it over to landscape. It just depends on your preference. You can see though that the front-facing camera is centered though when the device is in the landscape format. Now the front-facing camera on the device is 5 megapixels, and with the tablet we're getting 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Now, if 32 gigs is not enough for you, it is also compatible with microSD card expansion. Now, there's no wireless charging with this tablet, as you'd probably expect, and there's also no fingerprint sensor and no face unlock. So if you do want security on here, then you are going to have to add a PIN code and then use that every time that you access the device. Now on the backside of the tablet, we do get an 8 megapixel rear camera with a flash, so that's nice to have. Now internally with the tablet, we're getting 3 gigabytes of RAM and the Unisoc SC9863A processor. Now I did run a benchmark test with the device, and I'll show you the score from it right now. Now I got a single core score of 149 and a multi-core score of 814. So nothing too spectacular here, but at the same time, from my experience of using the tablet, for what it is, being a very basic tablet, it does get the job done. I'm glad though that they did give it 3 gigabytes of RAM, because I think any less RAM than that would have been inadequate. With the device, we're getting a 5,000 milliamp hour internal battery, which will give you up to 10 hours of usage. We're getting Android 9 Pie as the software. It would have been nice, especially considering that we're now in August of 2020, to have Android 10 on the device. But I suppose even with it having Android 9 Pie, you're still going to be able to use all the apps that you typically would use, and the experience really isn't too much different. But now that we've gone over the main specifications of the tablet, let's take a closer look at the hardware. Now this tablet is decently heavy. That's one of the things that I did notice about it. And I think part of the reason why it's so heavy is due to some of the materials. So we are getting kind of thicker plastic around the tablet itself. The tablet also feels pretty solid as well. So it doesn't feel cheap and it doesn't feel like it's about to break. Now on the top of the tablet, we have the reset button, we have the volume down and up, and we have the power button. And we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. Then, moving over to the other side, we have the slot for the microSD card, and we have the USB-C port for charging and data transfer. I'm definitely glad though that Dragon Touch did give this tablet USB-C, as that's definitely a great thing to have. Then moving to the other side of the tablet, there's nothing. And then finally, on the last side of the tablet, we do have dual speakers here. So considering that all the speakers are on this side of the tablet, if you are going to be watching video content, I would recommend using the tablet in landscape mode. Now taking a look at the back side of the tablet, you can see here that it is indeed a fingerprint magnet, as it did pick up a lot of my fingerprints. There's also a sticker that was on the back, and the sticker said that you should remove it. But what's frustrating about that is that there's now a bunch of residue from the sticker on the back side of the device. So I actually regret taking it off. I wish I would have left it on. So if they're going to create a sticker that says to take the sticker off, then they should pick a type of sticker that doesn't leave a residue. Now with the Unisoc SC9863A processor, don't expect to do any high performance gaming with this device. Now it will work with basic games, but for anything moderate to highly demanding, you should probably pick something else that's a bit more powerful. I would say that this tablet is best for people that want a tablet to either watch video, or to do some light web browsing or social media, or to listen to music. But if you're going to be getting a tablet for content creation or video editing, then you should certainly get something that's a bit higher end. Up-to-date pricing about it, then take a look at the link in the video description. But let's just dive right into it. So from my experience of watching video content on the tablet, things do look nice and clear on this 1080p display. So I am very glad that Dragon Touch decided to go with 1080p versus anything lower than that, as it really does make a difference. Now, as far as the speakers go, they're not extremely loud. They're adequate if you're in a quiet room, but if you're in your living room, for example, and somebody else is in the kitchen cooking a meal or really doing anything that would cause any sort of background noise, then you definitely will be distracted if you're trying to watch content on this device. So I definitely would recommend either pairing this up with Bluetooth headphones or a Bluetooth speaker, or plugging in traditional 3.5mm headphones into the device if you're trying to watch videos or listen to music. The speakers are good enough that they do work and get the job done, but I would say that any smartphone that I've used anytime recently has louder speakers than this tablet. Now, even though the speakers could be better on here, I don't think it's a deal breaker, but like I said, just be prepared for what you're getting into. So in conclusion, is the Dragon Touch Max 10 a good choice? I would say that considering that the price tag is under 150 bucks, at least right now, this tablet is not a bad choice. I think it's fairly priced. Again, I don't want to get too much into the price because I'm sure they'll always be changing it and offering various discounts and promotions. So definitely take a look at the link in the video description to see the most up-to-date pricing for the tablet. But I would say that if you can get it for 150 bucks or less, it is worth it. But for anything more than that, it's probably not worth it. But as long as your expectations with this tablet are realistic, then I think you will be satisfied with it. Now before I end this video, I do want to show you how things look through the cameras on here. Now you probably didn't expect anything too great, and you can see here the quality is pretty bad. I suppose it is good enough to do video conferencing. But beyond that, the cameras really don't serve any practical purpose. They're really not that great. I wouldn't expect this device to have great cameras either, considering that it is a very low-end tablet. But let me know what you think about the Dragon Touch Max 10 tablet. Would you consider getting it? I know there's going to be people in the comments that are going to say that it's not that great of a tablet. And the reality is that you do get what you pay for. I feel like for what you're getting here with the tablet, it's a pretty good deal. But if you are someone that's used an iPad, for example, in the past, then this definitely will be a downgrade. And if you've never had a tablet before and you don't feel like spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on one, then getting this and then seeing if you use it and want to upgrade to something better makes a lot of sense. But thank you everyone for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.